For Nex, you will need a 95 to 95 range for most teams, 95 being a mass, and for a small team, probably 99. 96 or whatever you can boost for overloads, so just as long as you have overloads. 80 dungeoneering for CCB, and depending on your team, you might also need rigor. 67 plus for a yak, 67 summoning for a, not a yak, a taunt, and or 96 for a yak. And I would recommend probably as close to 99 defense and magic as you can get, because they both contribute to defense and magic defense, which you need to stop Nex from tanking you. Hey guys, it's Harry. I'm going to be showing you a beginner's Nex guide, not a advanced guide showing you all the tricks and tips you can use during an Nex kill to make it faster and whatever. This is just a guide for people who've never been before, things you should take, what you should expect, and basically how to survive the kill. Because if you can survive the kills, you will learn, you'll watch what other people are doing, and you'll learn basically how to Nex, and then from there you'll just keep learning and getting better and better. So I've taught I've taught a couple of people to Nex using this, and they made a bit of money at Nex. So for other people who keep asking me how to do Nex, I'm going to make a guide. So first of all, going to Nex, you're going to want to be wearing your Nex gear, so at least full armadil. You can wear Goliath gloves or Barrow gloves, Ranger boots, snakeskin boots, Glaven, whatever. Take a Sara arrow so you don't get attacked by the Sara things running through if you don't have a Pernix item. Your ceremonial set. I take a BCP, so when I'm running through the kill count room before Nex, I don't get attacked by everything. A teleport to house, a frozen key, and a Trollheim tablet or Trollheim tele runes. Okay, so first we'll go to my house, and I'll get off curses, go into the old prayers, which is what you need for Nex unless you're meleeing, but I don't usually melee. I'm pretty sure it's harder because you end up getting attacked and you're really close. So first of all, pray altar. Hopefully you've got the option to switch back to prayers on your altar. Otherwise you're going to have to go to that altar place at dig site, altar. Next go into, if you have an armor repair stand, you can also do this at Bob in Lumbridge. So I can repair my key for a bit cheaper because I'm 99 smithing. Okay, so I've done that. Now we go to Trollheim. Make sure you have if you've never been before, obviously take another teleport because you're not going to know what to expect in here. So go to Trollheim. It's faster to go down the side like this. And if you really want to get there fast, you can take a super energy. And as you run through the multi area in here, it switches to multi or non-multi or something. You drink a sip and you won't stop running, but there's no real point of doing that. You don't need to get there that fast, especially if it's your first time. Just make sure you get in there. Don't rush anything. So just run through Trollheim. Sara arrow, if you don't have any Pernix items, would help because the Sara things, even though you're wearing high mage defense gear, they still own you quite a bit, and you just waste food. So it's not the best thing. Also, usually I wear my Seri boots, gloves, and helm because they don't really change any defense really that much. So I wear those while I'm running through, and then when I want to go through the door in the next place, it's just simple two things, and I do it. So I put the BCP on, armadillo legs, and it should give enough defense to protect against all the Nex minions. You'll see what I mean about that in a minute. So once you're in God Wars, I'll put my map like that so you can see where to go. Okay, so you walk directly south, or run. It's probably helpful. So just straight south, and you will see the frozen door. If you've never been here before, you need a rope, but not to worry. There's a dead person in here which you can get a rope off. Like there, I think you search and you get a rope. Yeah, investigate the skeleton. So we go down the rope and rest here for a little while. You'll need about 30% run, I think. Actually a bit less depending on your agility level. So put your prayers on mage and protect item just in case. Always have protect item on. And we will enter. Once you're in, run directly east. And if you're wearing the BCP and the armadillo legs, the only thing you'll get attacked by is the mages. And if you're unlucky, they'll do the freeze. But they don't really hit that much. You've got to worry about the rangers and the meleeers. If you're wearing what I'm wearing, they won't attack you. So we get to the door, just put this on, and walk right through. Okay, now that you're at the bank, you need to get the gear for Nex for going in. Okay, so put your range gear back on. Make sure take off the arrow because sometimes you can forget bolts because you've got arrow and stuff gets bad. So just go deposit all and go to your pots. You'll need an hour worth of overloads at least. So, not at least, but take around an hour because sometimes you can get brew drops and you'll last an hour and you don't want to run out of overloads. So take 2 flasks of overload, or if you're just using them to take 3 of those, and 2 prayer renewals. Also take a Samfu serum because it's a super restore and an anti-poison at the same time. Get your teleport to house, get your bolts. Where are my bolts? Don't want to examine those. Okay. We'll put the tellies down there and withdraw the yak. Now withdraw all super restores. Summon your yak. Wait, no. Oops. Brews. We want brews, not super restores. So withdraw all brews. Brews go in yak. Put 25 brews in here. I'm not using all flasks yet because they've only just come out yesterday, so they're like 20k each. It's not worth buying yet. I'm going to wait a couple of days. So you want 25 brews in yak. Now bank again. And withdraw all super stores. Fill your yak up again. You want that. This is just what I use. And other people, you'll get used to it and have your own little combination of how many you have each time you go to next. So now withdraw a full invent. You want the bottom 2 rows empty, and now you will have you have 1, 2, 3 brews. Dragon claws. Try to get it so so your claws and things you're going to be clicking frequently are not near your teleport, because accidental teleports are bad. So now uni, I'd say 150 uni scrolls, maybe 100 depending, and put that down there. And then the last thing you're going to want is diamond bolts. So just recapping the gear. Armadillo you can switch out with Pernix. Goliath you can switch with Barrow gloves, or Swift Glaven you can just switch to Rangers, and depending on the team, snakeskin boots. In this video I'm going to be doing a mass, so yeah. This is just the gear that I wear, and in the yak we've got that. Always remember your Samfu serum because getting poisoned is a bitch. Okay, so here we are at the next room. I'm in a mass, so let's put that on. And they want us to pot, so let's pot. Usually if you're just coming in the team, they've already been doing trips, you go in at shadow phase because that's usually the last you can go on. What the fuck's going on? Okay. So if you're there for the first kill, you pot, brew back up, heal, bank, and if you really want you can wait until they've done the first phase. So I'm just gonna black the screen while I do my bank pin. And okay, so take your time with this, no need to rush because the longer you're in there, the more food you're using, the less time you'll last. So deposit your overload, get another full one, get the other brew out, and usually you'll claw this phase, but that's a waste of time if you're in a big enough team. So let's go put prayers on. Oh, quick prayers I should say. Quick prayers would be that, and you can use Rigor or Eagle Eye, but just don't worry about that for the moment. Just make sure you're just surviving the kills. So what the fuck happened there? Okay, she's doing us back. Okay, so at the start of next, you're going to, when she does that, you want to put your prayers back on, and that can get really annoying because she just constantly can spam you with that, and you'll see I'm already poisoned. So when you poison, Samfu serum, as you would expect. What else with this? Yeah, she'll give someone cough. That spreads when he stands next to you, so he's giving it to me. What that does is lowers your stats, which is fucking annoying. And so when you've got cough, what you need to do is run away from people. And make sure you spread out. Usually do that on shadow phase. So this phase is pretty straightforward, and it's just annoying when she constantly does that attack that she's doing to me now. Sorry if the live commentary for this isn't very good, I'm concentrating a bit, but I'll do my best. Also, I know I'm recording on Recital, which isn't usually good, but I'm at Nex and I don't want to be recording on Fix, which is what I do at Nex, because you need to be able to see what's going on around you at Nex. So first phase, straightforward. Once she's dead, kill fumes, and it's the cost that I've got now, you can see. You need to get rid of that on the next phase, which is Shadow. This is the one that most people are scared of and usually die on. So this phase, she puts shadows all over the ground. You need to make sure you do not stand on those. So if this is your first time at Nex, don't worry attacking next. Just run around as much as you can and make sure you do not stand on the shadows. Because in your first time, this can be a very scary part. But since it's not my first time, I'll be attacking next. and try not to lag out. So yeah, they're the shadows I'm talking about. They can hit up to, I think, almost 700. If you're really unlucky, they can hit that much. But it doesn't usually hit that much. So see, that one only hit me 285. Also, on this phase, next, the closer you are to her, the more damage her attacks do. So I'm going to run away quite far now. Let's see what I'm using. Using long range would be better for this. She keeps tanking me for some reason. Oh yeah, I should mention that MD in Nex means melee distance, and she will attack the lowest mage defense. And mage defense also comes from mage level, so when you've just spam brood, like you'll see my mage is 53 now. That is terrible. That's why I'm tanking. So I need to drink my super restores, get my mage level up, back to 99, and hopefully the overall will take that back up. So always remember to restore it next. It's probably should be one of the golden rules. Let's try not to die here, because that would be not very good. Also, first time you've ever been at Nex, on this phase, this part when she's killing the minion, someone should be luring Nex away so she doesn't do a shadow and stuff. Just make sure when you're killing the minion, you are standing far away from everyone, using long range preferably, so that you're not in a big, like, mosh pit of people that will just get owned by her attacks. So now we should be getting, oh shit, actually, let's get a brew out. I'm trying not to be dead. She should be going on to blood phase now. Yeah, and as soon as she goes into blood phase, she will instantly do siphon. Do not attack on this siphon. Just make sure, even if you've lost the count of how long, she will go on siphon 5 attacks after she does her sacrifice attack. So 5 attacks after this. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'll get off just to be safe, because she's about to siphon. Yeah, so that's the siphon. So make sure you never attack siphon, because whatever you were going to hit on her will heal her instead. And that is bad. Another thing that I forgot to do in this is make sure your familiar is on, how do we get to this? On take BOB. Oh shit, I'm not melee distance. What a bad fucking teacher I am. Make sure you melee distance on this phase, because people will get fucking furious. Yeah. So I'm gonna claw, because this is only just the first kill. It's quite disorganized. When you are clawing, put PD on. So you're at least gonna hit something. There you go, 623 XP spec, and that was only like a 400 damage. You can leave PD on to make sure you're not tanking, which can be helpful. So in masses, don't need to use Rigor, don't need to use Eagle Eye. I'm not sure how big this team is though. Yeah, okay, it's quite small. I'm gonna put my Eagle Eye on. I don't have Rigor. Shh, don't let them know though. 106 done without Rigor. I'm such a noob. Okay, so this phase is probably going to take a while. I might actually end up speeding this up if it takes too long. Hopefully you can see what's going on in Resizable, but if not, that's too bad. Also, in a small team, you need spec restores for this stage, or you take spec restores, 2 of them, and also tagging Reavers. Whenever she does these, when she siphons again, all the health that they have left goes back to her as well. So it's just a massive healing phase for Nex. So yeah, tag those if you're in a small team, but you should be doing masses for your first time. Okay, Krua is just down here. And when you start nexing, you'll notice that after Krua is dead, everyone runs west. There's no reason to run west. There's nothing going on over west. But you watch, when this phase is over, depending on how pro this team is, the noobs will always run west. There's no reason, they just do it. But that's pretty much it for blood phase. Just make sure you don't attack siphon, stand MD, and attack Reavers if you're in a small team. In masses, you should be able to get past it in 1 siphon. Now this is ice phase. Make sure your prayer is always on. She will drain your prayer quite a bit. But if she freezes you when your prayer's down, you'll get frozen for like a minute or something. I think it is 30 seconds maybe. Which is not good. Make sure you MD. She does. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think she does ice prison attack on whoever's furthest away. And that's not good. So when she does contain this, run, because it does those icicles. They freeze you, turn your prayers off, and that's not good. So prayer drops, turn it back on. Yeah, and I'm frozen. I'm probably going to be frozen for like an hour. Okay, that guy, if everyone will release him, and if you ever get into one of those, make sure you just drink a lot of brews, get yourself back up to about at least 800 HP, I'd say. And in between brews, I'd spam click outside to try run out. You'll also see that since I got my prayer off and I was frozen, I was frozen for quite a long time now. So this is ice phase. Contain this again. I don't know where everyone is. Oh, she must have called Glacies. I haven't nexted for about a month, so I'm kind of learning again myself. Glacies, everyone DD on this on this minion, get close to it, and as soon as this minion's dead, oh shit. Fucking release me, you stupid retarded people. There we go, we got out, don't worry. Usually I wouldn't worry about releasing people if it's your first time, just make sure you're concentrating on yourself. It sounds bad, but you need to do it, you need to make sure you're surviving, because at the end of the day, these people, although they're helping you, you don't really need to worry about them, okay? Sometimes she'll do containers right on MD when everyone's standing there, which is a pain in the ass because usually you can't really avoid it. Also, diamond bolts on this phase, and this phase she tanks whoever's lowest mage defense and crush defense. It's like an average of those two. So it's crush defense as well. Make sure you're standing in the DD or at least MD. So that person's not in DD, but at least he's at melee distance. So her tanking on this can be quite brutal. She hits between, so there's like 4 possible hits. It doesn't go off your defense. She doesn't have different hits. She either hits 0, or I think it's 170 and 303 or something along those lines. There's nothing about it. It's just a chance of what she's going to hit. She hits a predetermined amount every time. If you're not tanking this phase, it should be easy enough. You just let it go. You don't really have to pay attention. Just make sure your health is like reasonably high, and you should be fine. If you have a taunt, also at the start of this phase, call your taunt because she'll be standing away and she'll be doing a mage attack on you, and you don't want that because she'll be healing a lot and damaging everyone. Her mage attack, because it's a multi-target attack, will heal a lot if she's got a soul split on. So you can see she's maging at the moment, and that's bad. It uses up a lot of food, and that's not good. So taste my wrath, just run away because she does wrath, and we got a brew and restore drop. So this is just this is next guide. Hopefully you sort of learn something. Basically, the best thing you can do with next is just get there, give it a go, and if you die, it's not hard to get back. So don't worry about it. Just give next a shot. Try it's great money. You might have seen on my Making Bank from 0GP series how much I made. I made like 125 million a day, which was just awesome. So yeah, definitely try it next if you got it. You need a CCB, overloads, and at least Armadillo and Rigor. But you don't really need Rigor. You just say you have Rigor and have a high enough dunge. So yeah, it's my beginner's next guide. If you've got any other questions, just comment or whatever, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. What the fuck is he wearing? What is that? Oh well. So yeah, that's the next guide. Hopefully you learnt something. Feel free to not inbox. Just comment or something about any questions you might have about next, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.